Is there anything more annoying than your car losing power and burning through gas just because of a sensor issue? If you have scanned your vehicle and pulled up the trouble code P042B, you are probably scratching your head looking for a quote-unquote catalyst temperature sensor. Here is the secret. The code description does not tell you outright. On most modern vehicles, like your Ford, Toyota, or Subaru, there often isn't a dedicated temperature sensor for the catalytic converter. Instead, the computer calculates that temperature based on the readings from your oxygen sensor. Specifically, this code points to Bank 1, Sensor 2. That means the sensor located downstream or after the catalytic converter on the side of the engine that has cylinder number 1. This sensor is the tattletale of the emission system. Its job is to make sure the converter is doing its chemical magic, turning nasty carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides into harmless water and carbon dioxide. When everything is working perfectly, that rear sensor should show a steady voltage signal, usually hovering right around 0.45 volts. It should be a flat line. If it is bouncing up and down wildly between 0.1 and 0.9 volts, just like the front sensor does, that usually means your catalytic converter is failing. However, this specific code, P042B, is about range and performance. The computer is seeing data that just does not make physical sense. Before you go out and spend hundreds of dollars on a new sensor or a converter, you need to play detective. Start with a visual inspection. Get under there and look at the wiring for that rear oxygen sensor. Is it melted against the exhaust? Is it chewed up by a rodent? Also, listen for exhaust leaks. A small leak near the sensor can pull in fresh air and trick the sensor into reading lean, which confuses the computer. If the wiring looks good, you will want to use a scan tool. You do not need a fancy oscilloscope, though that helps. A basic scanner that can graph live data is perfect. Warm up the engine and watch the voltage for Bank 1, Sensor 2. It should be steady. If it is stuck at 0 volts or 5 volts, or if it does not move at all when you snap the throttle, the sensor is likely dead. If you are handy with a multimeter, you can unplug the sensor and check for continuity on the heater circuit and the signal wire. You are looking for a solid connection back to the computer. Remember, a bad ground can cause all sorts of phantom electrical gremlins, so check the chassis ground too. This code is moderate in severity, meaning you can drive it, but your fuel economy will suffer, and you will definitely fail an emissions test, so get it sorted sooner rather than later.